Stone carving is like a passionate thing for me. I like working in 3D. I like, removing the stone. It's even though it's less forgiving than if you were building up with clay or something. When you're taking the stone away, if something comes off, you can't put it back on. But I really like that. I think it's exciting, finding my own style with an ancient art form. I've carved sculptures where the head is broken off, and I've just changed the whole thing. Like I made it a shorter person, or it's gone without a head. It's just been like a torso situation. So yeah, it does make a difference. If it's a commission or something, luckily it hasn't happened yet during a commission, but then I know I have to do a specific thing. But if I'm just carving for fun and seeing what happens, then it doesn't matter. It can just evolve into a different shape or a different sculpture. I've been starting to work larger and larger. When I'm working on large pieces, I have to do sketches and I have to do clay models first. But I mean, there's always surprises within it. When I'm carving, there can be some interesting things that happen. I still try and have fun with it, even if it's a big commission. I think I kind of still approach the piece the same way. Like I do a lot of stretching and everything because it can be hard on your wrists. Some of the tools, the repetitive motions. Even when I'm carving, I'll just take breaks and stretch, and that helps a lot. Now I'm sort of working towards doing more public art sculptures, whereas when I first started, my largest piece was like, say this size would be my largest piece. But now, I've had several commissions where I keep getting larger and larger and larger. It's really exciting, especially for the large pieces. We put slings on the sculpture and put it in place. Sometimes it's drilled and pinned in place. So installation day is really exciting to see the piece finally where it belongs. I still like to work on small pieces too, but it's nice to have the variety. I like to work outside because it's so dusty, so I'm more productive during the summer. But last fall and winter, I worked in a shelter attached to the workshop that had a wood stove in it and everything, so I was able to work in the winter as well. In the past, I've done a lot of printmaking and other things, right? So as long as I have an outlet, but stone carving definitely, it's my passion, yeah. I feel like I'm really developing my own style, and the fact that stone sculptures are going to last for a long time, and then I like thinking that maybe they'll be like, oh, that was an Elise Muller. So I think that's kind of exciting. Sometimes it starts off as like a big block of stone, and that's really intimidating because you have to get into the block and find what's within. Actually, what was really interesting for the sculpture for the Dorset Health Hub was that, wow, this stone was meant to be this sculpture, and that was really exciting for me. There's this sculpture, The Dancers, it's out in my garden. It's a little bit different because it's something that I thought of doing. It's just something that it's like a more personal piece for me, more like a play situation. Yeah, yeah, definitely. When it hits you, you got to go with it. I got to a thing where I was finding stones in the woods just around here, and then I wanted to carve faces in them or leaves or turn them into leaves or things like that. So yeah, when I get an idea like that, I just have to run with it. Yeah. I have a piece of Carrara marble that is actually outside and it's waiting for me to get started, and I was waiting for the right inspiration. Yeah, I'd like to carve that. I have carved some Carrara marble before and some Aurora marble and some Portoro marble. I like marble. I would like some more practice with it. Part of me thinks that I'm waiting for somebody to say can you carve this for me out of marble? And I'll be like, I have the piece. It's been waiting for you. So part of me thinks that might be why I'm waiting. Yeah, it's there. It's waiting. When all of a sudden, maybe somebody wants something, or I get the perfect idea for it, then I will work on it. Yeah. One of my goals would be to have a solo art show with my sculptures, and I haven't done that yet. I did have a 2-person show at the Carnegie Gallery in Dundas with my husband, Servan Hamilton. He does the furniture. We're sort of working together because he made these end tables, but they're also nice pedestals for my sculptures, so they do look nice together, but they can be sold separately. We have done some collaborations before, but those pieces have sold. Growing up, my grandma Edith, she was a stone carver, which is really cool. But she passed away when I was pretty young. And when I saw that they were offering the stone carving at the Halliburton School of the Arts, and I carved like a limestone mother and child, and it was really great. I was just like, wow, this is amazing, and I'm addicted to stone carving now. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. It is a tool. It's a tool of self-expression, for sure, and it's very healing. It is. And because it's so meditative, it just sort of channels what's going on, I guess, into the work. Yeah.